What is up again, my tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on draftmancer.com. Some more Team Vintage Cube Draft. This is a 3v3. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card needs. 3v3 Team Vintage Cube. We did not open Power, but we opened Power Adjacent, I would say, with Mana Vault. Doesn't get much better than that. I love a good Mana Rock. This one is pretty darn nice. Costs 1, adds 3. No other text, basically. Costs 1, adds 3. Don't read any other text. I am on a team with Tuxedo Rose and Paul versus Karate Dom, Gavin, and Tom Martell. What are we losing here? A Thoughtseize, a bunch of good lands, and a Talisman of Dominance. Mana Vault, the easy pick. Second pick, oh, looks like Palantir of Orthanc might have recently got added into this cube, unless I just haven't noticed it before. Anyway, second pick, we have a Tropical Island as a nice duel, a Grizzlebrand, just fantastically strong. And I think those are the only two real choices here. I don't think you would take Inquisition over Grizzlebrand if you were going to take a black card. I think there's just too many good things that you can do with Grizzlebrand. It's just so busted, right? Whether it be a Reanimate style deck, or if we can show and tell, though I would prefer Sneak Attack or Through the Breach instead. I think Grizzlebrand's going to be my choice. Just very high upside. And if we don't end up playing it at the very least, you know, maybe one of my opponents is not going to get it then. Hate drafting is not as big of a thing, I think. But it's still very, very possible to do. So as we're only playing a 3-person pod, 3v3 pod, we will not see as many packs, right? We're only going to see 6 packs per round, so 18 total as opposed to 24 if this were a 4v4. Let's move to pick 3. Man, I have such a hard time passing combo pieces like Saheeli and Pestermite. Like, they've just had such a good track record for me. And in team events, all you want to do is go 2-1 or better, assuming you're playing a 3-rounder. If you go 2-1 or better, you've done your team well. And again, I've had just such good success doing both of those things. I prefer Pestermite here as it combos with more, whereas Saheeli only combos with specifically one card. So let's do that. The Pestermite's better with the Mana Vault anyways, right? You can Pestermite untap the Mana Vault for a ton of extra mana. Okay, one of the stronger cards here in the form of Natural Order. That might worth just be taking as a kind of a hedge for the green deck. There's a Mictra's Workshop here for artifacts. There's a Chandra. There's a Blood Crypt. Workshop, Blood Crypt, Chandra, Natural Order. I guess power level wise, Natural Order can't be that wrong. Okay, we'll take it. We might not necessarily play it, but I'm definitely going to take it here. Dragonlord Silumgar also feels like a newer include to me. I don't remember seeing that recently, but I'm going to have to take the Exhume. I think the Reanimate deck, if it comes together in this cube, is just one of the best decks. And we've already taken the Grizzlebrand, so this just makes a ton of sense. Losing out on Expressive Iteration. Some other blue and black cards, but this, again, as a 6-person draft, we will see this pack come back a lot sooner, but yeah, easy Exhume there for me. Oh man, I like a good Time Spiral, but I just have to take the Rona here, right? It's just a little bit too solid in a Reanimator deck. 2-mana Looter. Time Spiral is really good for like combo, which I love to do, of course, but with the start that we have, it just makes sense to take the Rona here. Fallen Shinobi's pretty good. Murderous Rider's just solid. Any of these lands wouldn't be the stone cold worst as well. I'm okay taking the Shinobi. If we pick up some of the looters that blue has, the smaller looters, like the attack looters. What are they called? Like looter Ilkor and stuff. So we can do some good business. Plus, we might even just play some random tempo creatures anyways. Yeah, like this Hypnotic Spectre that we're getting. Like, that's going to be a fine include. So only one way to put cards in the graveyard currently for myself. But this is just the beginning, so I'm not too concerned. There's an Arbor Elf. I could still take the Arbor Elf and maybe hedge on Natural Order. I'm only losing like a Ketria Triumph, which doesn't do anything in our deck anyways. So a little bit of green potentially could be fine. Workshop Wield. I mean, it doesn't appear we're going to be doing any artifact themes, but Ghost Rider is really, really mediocre in my opinion. It's like an okay early blocker. I'm just going to take the Workshop. It has the highest upside. Dragonlord Silumgar. Expressive Iteration. Bobble. I think I'd rather have Bobble here than Dragonlord Silumgar. Mimic's okay. Reroll land spell, I suppose. I don't know. I have not really had a good pack one, it feels like. Rider's good. I guess I wouldn't call it terrible. Skyclave Shade maybe for sideboard is okay. And a last pick Kabu. All right, I mean, that was a pretty medium pack one. Maybe pack two can give us the things we need here. No power, but a very solid pack. I guess I'm going to have to take the Entomb here. We have an initiative card. 5/3 trample with initiative for 4. Whenever it attacks, exile the top card of your library. If you've completed a dungeon, you may play that card this turn. Otherwise, you may play that card this turn. Dothi Voidwalker's insane. Bloodchief's Thirst. Counterspell. There's blue-black fixing for us. There's a Mutt for some discard. There's a Bribery. I have to take the Entomb here. Again, it's just a little bit too good, in my opinion. Not in love. Okay, that is really, really good, though, for us. We're getting a Hull Breacher, a Frantic Search, Imperial Seal, Volcanic Island. I really like Hull Breacher, but Frantic Search is so, so good. Imperial Seal is also pretty decent. I mean, I passed the Time Spiral. But Hull Breacher is just one of those cards that I think is maybe a little bit too strong. We're hoping that the Frantic comes back. I don't know how likely it is to come back, but I know people don't like that as much. And again, Hull Breacher is just a little bit too good. We're going to take the Archon of Cruelty as another insane reanimate target. Hermit Druid is kind of funny. Hermit Druid's a really good enabler for graveyard shenanigans. Liliana in the pack would be okay. Sylvan Library. There's the Kiki Jiki. This is an Archon here for me, though. Him, Miscalc, Troll. Venser. This is another really good pack. Oh, him is so good. Is it better than taking Miscalculation, though? I don't know. I think this is kind of close. I think this is close, but I'm going to go with the him. Ledger Shredder's great. It's a good way to enable some graveyard shenanigans. Consider here, Baleful Strix here. Wow. Good pack for us. Let's take the Shredder. Thirst for Discovery, Preordain, Trinket Mage for Vault, or Bauble is okay. Ruin Grinder, this seems like another one they might have recently added. 7's for Menace. When it dies, each player can Wheel of Fortune. It's got Mountain Cycling, huh. Nah, I like the Preordain a little bit too much. Good for the Ledger Shredder purposes as well. Ledger Shredder is also really good with Fallen Shinobi too, I guess I should note. My biggest problem right now is that I might have passed too much fixing. Like, how many blue-black lands did I see? I saw the Dark Slick Shores in this pack, right? Oh, we wheeled it. But Spell Pierce, Counterspell are in this pack too, and Mutt for discard. Well, Mutt might wheel. Yeah, Mutt might come back, so it's either Counterspell or Shores. Do I have too much double black, though, to take a double blue card? Maybe Spell Pierce is slightly better then? Yeesh. Alright, I'm gonna take the Counterspell and cry about passing the blue-black fixing. We did get the Frantic Search back. We did get the Imperial Seal back, too. What? Is Frantic actually better than Imperial Seal? I think it is, but that's kind of nuts. Is it? Man. Vampiric, I think I would take over. No, it's basically the same. God, I'm going to take Frantic. Lily is good, or I could hate draft on the Relic, or I could take the Hermit. Fencer's nice. Well, who needs fixing? Not me. Consider came back. Man. I guess blue is just really, really open in this draft. Huh. So this is a deck that would want Black Lotus over Sol Ring for sure. I opened Black Lotus and Sol Ring yesterday, and I had to pass the Lotus to LSV. Yeah, a Mox Sapphire or Jet would just be absolutely bonkers if we could find them. Trinket Mage came back. That is a maybe. I'm not full sold on it yet. Maybe if we get another good cheap artifact. Micromancer for Entomb, considering Preordain's good. Talisman would be absolutely reasonable here too, but... There's the Echo. We do have Hull Breacher for the Echo if we wanted. I mean, Entombing the Echo is also a combo. Hermit Druid, I'm telling you, it's not bad. With Echo and Reanimate plans. So right now, I only have Exhume. I do want to note, I only have Exhume. So, one more pack to go. We really, really would like to pick up Reanimate or Animate Dead, but, I mean, in a pinch, Necromancy wouldn't be the absolute worst, you know? Hell, I would take Recurring Nightmare for this list. There it is. Jeez Louise, I can't pass it. Straight up Reanimate. That's way too good for us. What do we lose here? No power, thankfully. If there was power in here, I'd be really upset, but... Splinter Twin. We saw Kiki Jiki. There goes an Upheaval. Grave Titan. Daze. Time Warp. I mean, this is just the easiest Reanimate ever. So into, all right, nice pack. Jace the Mind Sculptor, sorry, Jace Vin's Prodigy, Probe, Fiend is good, Mannequin is okay. Think we want the Jace though for extra digging. I feel like Jace over Probe is right. Yeah, let's do that. Nice, 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 nice. I am not going to pass the Underground Sea here. I've done too many passings of fixing. Not that many. I mean, I just passed the Dark Slick Shores twice, but obviously a good pickup. We're passing a Foff here. Chart, of course, Smite Wheel. Was a beautiful land. Ancient Tomb, I guess, being passed is a good card to note. I don't know. I'm uncertain on the Echo of Aeons if it's good enough to play in our deck. Because Hull Breacher is just good by itself. I don't need a card like Echo to make it better. What is this? Post-mortem Lunge. Return a creature with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until end of turn. Interesting. Though I'm guessing I'm supposed to just take Bone Shards, right? Sack a creature, discard a card. Too good. Opposition Agent's nice. Feels like a Bone Shards to me. I can probably just cut the Bauble. I can probably cut the Echo. I don't know. I don't actually think this is that great of a Hypnotic Spectre deck. Good pack. Prowler from... Oh, okay. What are my ways to discard now? Bone Shards, Entomb, Rona, Shredder, Jace, Frantic. I think we have enough, like, ways to discard that I don't need to take the Prowler here. Is top good enough? Do I have enough shuffling for top? Could take Glenalendra, could hate on the Hearse. I'm going to take the top, and that makes maybe running the Trinket Mage again a little bit more enticing. There's Wheel of Fortune? No red fixing, though. There is a Takenuma. I guess we'll just take land since we have enough playables. I don't know, Wheel of Fortune also doesn't seem terrible. You know what? I'm going to go for high upside play because I think the Takenuma is going to wheel anyways. I'm wondering, because I have only the Underground Sea, if I actually cut a lot of the double black cards. But I suppose just running like 8 and 8 is reasonable, right? Man, some drafts I take like 10 lands, other drafts like this one I take 1. Yeah. Okay, some spicy wheels, but this is pretty easy days here, I think. Yep, cheap interaction. It's got to be the play. Mesmeric Fiend is good. Or Makeshift Mannequin. I kind of like getting the third reanimate effect. I think Mesmeric Fiend is fantastic, but let's just go with our game plan. I might cut the top. And that way I don't need to run Trinket Mage with just one artifact. I'm not sold on Murderous Rider here. But I don't have that much interaction for the opponent. Oh, there's Chart, of course, too. Lovely. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. Yeah, I think I like cutting the Rider. Post-mortem lunge. Again, how good is this? Because I think I might want to just take the Thundering Titan for just like one more reanimate target. Because you have to pay the cost of it? Yeah. Seems not doable. Man, Prowler for more discard. Plus a good way to enable Shinobi. Ah, Glen Elendra's so good though, but yeah, let's just go with our game plan. I don't know, friends. I don't know if we're in a good spot or not. I mean, our deck looks good, but is it actually good? We'll find out. Let's export this over to Magic Online, and we'll bring it back when we do. All right, here we are for deck building of this blue-black deck. Our pseudo reanimate plan. I think I'm going to cut the Shinobi, because after looking at it, I only really have 2 things to enable it. Just doesn't seem good enough. And now I'm just wondering if I want to run 16 or 17 lands here. I could go like 16 plus Glasspool Mimic, or I could go 15 Glasspool. I don't know. I do feel like I want to get the top in the deck somewhere, but let's see. Again, I have Entomb, Shards, Chart, Jace, Rona, Shredder. I'm wondering if I don't run the Prowler, if I'm also cutting the Shinobi, you know? We just have so many other ways to discard. Going like this, I think, is probably fine. So it's going to be 15 lands and Glasspool Mimic. But then we have a bunch of cheap card draw effects. So would I run... I would get 14 more lands. Would I just go 7/7? I guess that's probably right. Add some extra lands in our sideboard just in case. Is that enough mana sources? I assume it's probably okay because, man, we have so many things we can do on 1 or 2 mana. Ah, Trinket Mage. Do I want to try to get you in as well? I think this is my final build, though, so pretty decent looking reanimate style deck here in this Team Vintage Cube draft. Let's take it for a spin and see if we can get there. Go to round 1. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this Team 3v3 Vintage Cube draft. We're playing against Karate. We'll be on the play. And I don't see how I can ever mulligan that opening hand here. Doesn't have one of my fatties I'm looking for. But it does have basically everything else. I mean, turn 2 Jace is a great starting point. Versus turn 2 Esper Sentinel. Okay. So white, aggro, perhaps the name of the game. This is a chump check. Black, white, okay. If I don't draw a land, I probably have to main phase activate. I mean... okay, seems good. Oh, and they have Cathar Commando. Funny. Well, on the bright side, this is a 7/10. But... damn it, yeah. Pretty solid. The good news is here, I will get to flip the Jace immediately, and that will dig us to one more card, which means we can get closer to Exhume once more. Perfect. Alright, so let's discard... I guess Micromancer over... Micromancer over, Venser for now? Sculler. Sure. That's more or less fine. I could exhume my Grave Titan, or my Sundering Titan again, but if I do that, then I would have to eat both of my lands, and I would only get one of their lands. So I don't think that's quite good enough yet. So I think I'm going to turn off the Sculler. Go land pass. Damn, that sucks. If we had drawn any of our other top-end cards, would have been pretty hard to lose, it seems like, but good beats on the Titan there. Okay. Still don't think we flash back the Exhume quite yet. We can just go land pass with Hull Breacher available to us. Opposition Agent. Okay. Interesting. Well, good news is I'm not searching my library anytime soon. I think we just let the opposition agent hit the Jace. Thoughtseize. Alright, we will flash out the Breacher in response. Because now if I cast any non-creature spell and don't pay, we actually get to make a treasure. So let's see here. Right, whenever if an opponent would draw a card except for the first one they draw on each of their draw steps, you make a treasure. Yeah, so Preordain, trigger. No, make a treasure. Did I play a land this turn? I did not. I could go him plus... Oh, wait, if I exhume my Sundering Titan, they just have the Cathara commando again. Right. Right. Okay, that is a little bit more awkward. Well, let's bottom the island. I think I'll bottom the swamp too. That's interesting. Parallax Wave and a Blood Crypt. Okay. And then let's shut off their opposition agent, because now it won't be able to attack into the Breacher. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see. Okay, so we can go get our Archon here. Oh god, they have opposition agent. Well. Right, I just punted huge. Yeah, well, at least I got a treasure out of it. Alright, while an opponent is searching their library, they exile each card they find. You may play those cards for as long as they remain revealed. Okay. I wish, like, I said fart and that was beeped out. Alright, counter spell, and what's the wording on this? And you may spend mana as if it were mana of any color. Alright, good stuff. Ah, yes. So, I mean, if that's the case, what can we do now? Get back Micromancer, but no. That's searching my library again. I guess I just sacrificed the Jace off? Kind of buggered myself, didn't I? Ah. I guess I just shut off the Porcelain Legionnaire and say go. Bright side, they have to hold up 2 mana now. Silver linings. So I think we'll just eat the Porcelain Legionnaire, right? And let them kill the Jace at this point. I like the Esper Sentinel because it's giving us treasures. Plus, killing a 3-1 seems good. That's too funny, too funny. So they're going to level up the Student of Warfare and attack. So do we Venser here, or do we Makeshift Mannequin? I mean, Venser doesn't seem terrible. But if I go for Makeshift Mannequin, I get another treasure back. But I think our better play is to probably go for Venser and keep the Makeshift Mannequin. Yep, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to take 8, go to 11. And now maybe if I draw a land, we're still okay. Giver of Runes. So, do I end of turn Makeshift here? Go for the Sundering Titan. Because this gives protection from colorless too, you know, so it's super awkward. Makeshift Mannequin on Venser. No, Makeshift Mannequin on Micromancer doesn't work. Makeshift Mannequin on Jace. Flip it and cast Mannequin again. I think I need to cast the Mannequin this turn. I guess the Jace might actually be my best option. Okay. Well, that's pretty darn good, I think. Let's see, they have Legionnaire and Cathar Commando, so we discard. Get the Exhume. Get another treasure. Get back Archon. They got Legionnaire back instead of Commando. They sack their Sentinel. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can almost hard cast Grizzlebrand this turn too. Yeah, I'm 1 off. All right. Might have got a comeback here. They discarded Ranger Captain as well. That doesn't matter. So that's going to level up, and they're going to try to get that to double strike range. So they're going to kill the Jace here would be my guess first, yeah. Sacked the agent. We drew lands. The father. Say go. Deserved. Deserved win. All right, looks like we want to bring in Murderous Rider versus that. All right, just telling my teammates. I mean, they were both watching apparently. Both my teammates were watching and were just like, "What are you doing?" Okay, shake it off. Where do we go from here? Do we just cut the Sundering Titan? It's still good. They had to have exactly the Cathar Commando, right? Yeah. Maybe cut the days on the draw is fine. I actually like Pestermite a lot as well as just an early blocker. Tempo blocker, but I think we just make that one little swap. Good content, good content. All right, this is a keeper. We really would love to get the Liliana online early, but I probably have to go with Island Counterspell up, and it's going to be really signaled that I do so. I'm really happy not to see a 1-drop from them. Yeah, they got the Fiend too. So they do have a bunch of discard effects or hand disruption effects, which are pretty annoying. They might actually just have to take Lily here, though. Because it's so bad for them if they don't take Lily and then I go, yeah, exactly. Black source. So. All right, I mean, we'll take it. That was a great draw. Is that Marsh Flats? Into the opposition agent. Yes, you got me there. Let's just pass here, I think. I don't mind taking 3. I also don't mind trading with Hull Breacher. I think either are fine. Yeah, I mean, they didn't have much card draw, so I'm happy to make this trade. Grasp my flyer, that's all right. Into a Legionnaire, sure. Jace is good. Jace is really good here. All right, they got me another discard effect. Funny thing is, though, I'm actually up on life total here. And that's going to put a third card in my graveyard, so I can actually flip Jace next turn if I want to. They took the Venser. Winds of Abandon. All right, never mind. That is no longer on the table. Let's grab second black source. I can get a little bit cute here soon, though. Like, I can Exhume Venser. Sorry, yeah, Exhume Venser. Bounce the Fiend, and then get Lily if I draw one more black source. They're Hellbent, though, so I think I'm probably just supposed to chart here. Discard Vault. No, I guess with Vault, we can hard cast like Archon or something off the top. All right, so yeah, Exhume for value. Get Venser. Venser the Mesmeric Fiend. Get back Lily. They can take my counterspell, but that's not a big deal. As well, we also just have the Lily again. All right, Showdown of the Scalds into Giver, Nightmare, Badlands, Captain. We'll trade if they attack, naturally. Okay, let's see here. Do we start off with a Frantic? I think that makes the most sense. Micromancer, when they have opposition agent, is a big ol' nope, nope. Yeah, let's minus, I think. Now, they only have 2 white sources, so they won't be able to Ranger plus Giver, in theory. I mean, Mimic on Venser is not good, because my Venser would die, right? But I guess... yeah, I think I'm going to minus 2 here. Didn't hit anything. Okay. Makes it pretty obvious what I'm doing, but I think it's correct. All right. So they have Opposition Agent, Mesmeric Fiend, Recurring Nightmare, Giver, Captain. I have to counter the Mesmeric Fiend if they go for it, of course. Yeah. Because if I don't counter it now, they cast another spell and it gets a 1/1 counter, and then I can't kill it with Lily. All right, the Recurring Nightmare. They don't have much in their graveyard right now, though, so that's not a huge issue. Bone Shards. Let's see, I can Lily back Micromancer now, and Micromancer and grab Reanimate, which does not do much. I guess it's probably just better to go like this. And then Bone Shards it. Getting the Giver of Ruins off the battlefield seems correct. They drew a Blood Chief's Thirst for Lily. Damn it. Okay. Well, we have a lot of good draws. That is not a bad one. Now we grab Micromancer and go grab like Preordain. Because Entomb doesn't do anything. Obviously bottom. Okay. Nothing. It's a lot of mana. Hangerback for 3 with the Recurring Nightmare. Nice. I can't actually cast Grizzlebrand, so we want to draw Archon if we can. Get lucky? That is not what we were hoping for. All right, F6. Man, they have a lot of disruption. Thoughtseize, Mesmeric Fiend, Inquisition, Opposition Agent. They're holding up Opposition Agent here, would be my guess. Oh no, they're going to go for it. Oh, they're just going to main phase it, sure. All right, so it's like Archon or bust. Wow. We hit. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Okay. Must be nice. It is. That was basically the last turn we could rip it, and we did, so. That's good beats, baby. Good beats, baby. We'll take the first round. I'm not going to claim I earned it, because I didn't, but we'll take it on a team draft. All right, here we are for round number 2 of this team draft. Our team swept round 1, so we're 3-0. We only need to win 2 of the next 6. We'll be on the play versus Tom M, who is on a like 4-color sneak attack upheaval deck. This looks like a keep to me because we only need to find 1 black source for a turn 3 Archon of Cruelty. And that will be with Daze backup. Not too shabby. He does have a very, very... well, there's the black source. He does have a very, very fast deck. Explosive deck. Has access to Tolarian Academy and a bunch of mana rocks and whatnot, so... Okay, we are going to go for it. Discard Archon. Shredder. Reanimate. Discard. Guess we discard the island since we're looking for a black source and Cruelty is going to draw us an extra card anyways. Alright, well, that's a pretty good turn 3, I would say. They discarded land, that's fine. Hopefully he just jams sneak attack. Yep. And that's a no thank you. And that, my friends, is decent. Let's go to game 2. Do we want to bring in the Murderous Rider? I think we just keep our game plan extremely safe, although I think the Shinobi might be worth bringing in. I think the Bone Shards is really bad versus him. Let me double check. Well, he has so much mana that Daze is actually a little bit awkward, but looks like the Bone Shards is probably not that great. He does have 1 Planeswalker. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Shinobi. We'll go to game 2. Is this a keepable hand with top in it? I'm on the draw. I'm gonna go ahead and YOLO risk this. Island off the top would be fantastic, obviously. Alright, well, this game's extremely easy. Not gonna daze that. Just going to draw naturally. And get this Rona online. This will be a really nasty Sundering Titan next turn, but possibly. Because right now, this is a red, a green, white, black. So if he plays like an island or something here, we are in good shape. God, island into sneak attack again for the absolute nuts. This is another talisman, maybe? Oh, Sylvan Library. That's good. Watery Grave tapped. Well, that'll work too. Because now we don't have to blow up any of our lands, and we just get to blow up all 3 of his. Looking for another island here. Yeah, I think Titan's a little bit better than... Griselbrand is at this point in time. Just way too good. All of yours, none of mine. And that's the game! We're 2-0. We're crushing it. I guess we'll wait for game 3. All right, we're hopping in mid-match between our teammate Tuxedo Rose and enemy Karate Dom, because this is the team, or rather the deciding match, a deciding match. We're up ahead 4-0 right now, and again, you need 5 wins in 3v3 to take the win overall as a team, because it's 5 out of 9, right? So, Tuxedo Rose here is up a game, and so this is for the entirety of the team event. I'll be the commentator for now, watching. We remember we played Karate Dom on in round 1, and we, well, made that silly in-tune play when they had an opposition agent's life, but or managed to pull off the thing. Anyways. Okay, pretty even game so far. Here comes a Hell Rider. I'm guessing this is going to trade with Opposition Agent, or at least we saw Opposition Agent, remember? But you got to make the attack here. Yep. Kind of telegraphed, I think. Just grab a land last turn from the OP until playing nothing is kind of obvious. Not that this is necessarily a bad trade, and given cards in hand, I don't think our teammate Rose is in a bad spot. A little bit annoying, but versus red that has removal, not the worst. Took the Glory Bringer, that's unfortunate. Bomat Courier and Plains are the last 2 cards, so Blood is probably going to get sacrificed, or he top decks a Stomp, gets the Dragon back. Does it go with Bomat Courier? No, Land Bone Crusher is going to be the play. So last 2 cards in our hand are Glory Bringer and Bomat Courier. I'm guessing this is going to be extremely rough for Karate Dom to come back from at this point. Hazaret off the top deck into the Bomat Courier, into attack for 10, and trigger the Bomat. Wow. Insane beating. And that's the match. Okay, so we made a clean sweep 5-0. Let's take a look at the deck list one more time, because ours played out wonderfully. I mean, maybe my play wasn't so great, but the deck has just so much good synergy. And this is what I was talking about. If you get a good Reanimate deck in this team format, it is just so hard to beat. So, good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed another look at this Team 3v3. I'm not going to play out the last round as the opponent does not want to. Wait, I'll ask them I'll double check. One sec. Okay, well, Alpha Frog says he will play the last one for content, so we will get our 3rd match, but this is already a clean sweep for our team. I'll be on the play here. And that's a fantastic hand. It doesn't currently have a black source, but I do have enough ways to draw extra cards. Mountain turn 1. Orcish Lumberjack. Okay, interesting. There's Chart a Course. I think I'm supposed to just get the Shredder online. I'm not sure. He is on some weird, like, Naya brew. I'm a bit of a Mana Vault myself. Haywire Might. Ah, well, that eats my Mana Vault. And does not trigger my goodies. Okay. I think if I draw a black source, I probably want a Bone Shards. Ooh. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we're going to... Well, This is interesting. I could attack first and then just draw 2 and hope to hit a black source. Or I could attack and loot away. I guess I'm going to attack here since we have bone shards, but... This could be really awkward because if I don't hit a swamp here, and then on the next turn draw a swamp, I won't be able to cast both bone shards and exhume. Fortunately for us, I guess the Mana Vault wasn't really doing all that much. Okay. So you're saying if I rip a black source, it's going to be really hard to lose. But this is a turn where my opponent has up to, right now, 6 mana. Yeah, this is like a 4 Irelingus or something. For 4. Yep. If we had days, we instantly win. So I think I just go land pass. Don't take the Monarch, because I think I need to block one of the 2/2s here. Yeehaw, indeed. This is only sack of forest, right? Yeah. Okay, I think it is worth flashing out the Hull Breacher and eating the Lumberjack then. I'm not going to play around any random burn spells and stuff. Arc Trail? Oh my god. Well, that's one way to lose. One black source, easy win. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This looks like a matchup we should not be losing, but we are down a game. Love it. That is Vintage Cube, baby. I don't think we do any sideboarding. I think we just run it back. For Irelingus, whatever that card is called, is so nuts, but... Ooh. Okay, I mean... I do think this is a keep, it's just not great, right? We have the Entomb, which is fantastic, but we don't have any of the other important cards. Like, if you wanted to mulligan this hand, I think it would be totally reasonable to do so. I'm not going to cut it out of the video. Savai Triome Pass. Okay. Let's just hold up Counterspell here. We can wait on the Entomb. Although, if I did have that Echo in my deck, we could Entomb Echo and draw 7. Not that that would be that good. Fertile Ground, we're just going to let that resolve. Okay, well, bright side is that we are able to cast that in 2 turns. Xenagos. Sure. I think we're going to go grab the G-Daddy here, or Archon. Let's grab G-Daddy since it's going to be harder for us to hardcast that one. Okay. This is an important turn again, because I got nothing going on, and if he has 4th Irelingus again, it's gonna suck. No, just regular Garrick. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna have to blow up one of my own islands here, but we get to eat the fertile grounded forest and the Savai Triome. Oh no. I was gonna say, does he have a path or a swords? That would be a little annoying. Oh god, he did! Alright, well. Good beats, good beats. I guess we need to grab another island here. No. We don't need double blue so much as double black. Alright, well, that was pretty interesting. We can Bone Shards the Garrick, but 2/2/2s, unless I draw one of my reanimate effects, is kind of gross. Yeah, let's go looking. Oh, tapped land. Sheesh. Tap land is brutal here. But I guess I gotta make the play. So take 4, then take 6, because I need to makeshift mannequin and Grizzlebrand at end of their turn, otherwise the Garrick can punch. On paper, I don't think you're supposed to lose this match, but it would be hilarious if we do. We just need to not run into another targeted effect. Oh, that works too. That absolutely works instead, right? No creatures in their graveyard. All right. Okay. GL. I have to imagine that's safe. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna get a game 3. Whew. Doesn't look like the whole, or no, it doesn't look like the Murderous Rider is actually that bad versus them. I mean, it's not good versus like 4th Irelingus though. And no, it kills like, do I even care about Garrick and Xenagos and stuff? Not really. Our top end power is just too good. Let's see if we can get the clean sweeper here. All right, here we go for the 3rd and final game. This is, again, just for fun. Our team already won it. This is a really nice hand. This is a turn 2 Archon of Cruelty, if I just want to pass my turn 1. And I think I do. Otherwise, I could go for the Rona into... the Rona into Archon on turn 3, but turn 2 seems slightly better to me. Does it, though? Actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm not going to do that because we know they have Path. Yeah. And knowing that they have Path, I think it's probably better to develop out the board and just wait 1 turn, because then by then they might also have a creature. There's no guarantee they're going to play a creature next turn, you know? Yeah, precisely. Wow, okay. Some interesting cards here. They can't kill Rona with green-white, can they? What is this? Could be a 2-mana cycle? Prismatic Ending is sorcery. Unexpectedly Absent is double white. Ah, okay. Eladamri's Call. Sure. And they're gonna grab the stupid initiative creature. I hate initiative. Ah, Lightning Helix. Brutal. Oh, well, you know what's even more brutal than Lightning Helix? Ripping Chart, of course. Here I'm going to go with the Archon, so I can get some immediate value instead of maybe getting ruined by a Swords or whatever path. And I mean, this is still a turn 3 Archon, so... Yeah, Arc Trail not so good right now. Man, this deck was so sick. Probably the best deck I've drafted in these team drafts so far. I've had some cool ones, some other 3-0s, but... This one just feels on a different level. Oops. Alright, they are just going to run out the adventure. Grab the initiative. We're going to steal that and get a lot of value. Oh, and then we ripped Counterspell. Alright, that's probably game over. So we just hold up Counterspell because the Archon is GG by itself. What a card. Did we even get Grizzlebrand onto the battlefield more than like once? Should have called for Kiki. Probably wouldn't matter since I have the... Oh. I see, but I do have the Lotus. Wait, I don't understand. Is this 4th Irelingus? If that's the case, it didn't matter anyways. But yeah, I did have interaction. Whoa. Fake out, psych out. Oh, this is smart. He needs to leave up 1 white to try to be able to hit a path off of 4th if he could. Gotcha. All right, GG's. Yeah, deck was sick. We crushed it. We got to play 1 extra game for the content. And yeah, not too shabby. Nice little one. We'll see you for real this time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.